Hi everybody, welcome to the Golf Performance Lab. I'm Graham Bell, and this weekend, this Saturday, is the Gents Club Championship stroke play. Wow! 2 rounds round the wonderful, wonderful course that we have will determine the club's best stroke play champion. Gross. Gross, what a word that is. Gross. Could they not think of something better? Gross. Anyway, so it's the lowest rounds, the lowest 2 rounds, and then sometimes playoffs. Very exciting. Oh yes, I was there one year when what was it? I can't remember. It was Alan Duff against Ross Hinchell. We'd been on for ages. Too long, actually, to be honest. I wanted to get back in for a pint. But anyway, who's going to win? Well, there's one guy, Greg Andrews, that I've mentioned. He's playing some great golf. Kieran McVicker continues to hit it miles and score well. And a guy that maybe some of you haven't heard of before, a guy called Craig Heap. Craig's an honorary member. He won the Scottish Amateur and thrashed me in a county match when I was young. Not that I'm bitter, Craig. Cheers, mate. But he plays most of his golf down at Prestwick. Plays off of +3, I think. Great golfer, lovely guy. He's a very consistent golfer. Very consistent golfer. And I say this to everybody. See, if you want to learn about golf, watch the good players. So come up and watch them hit the shots. Watch how they play the holes that you play. You will learn a lot. Go and watch. Honestly, go and watch because you will learn. You'll also see some funny things as well, like people getting dead nervous, four putting from nowhere, stuff like that. All exciting things. But it's a good time for you guys to learn, and you'll see some quality golf played. You really will. So, club championships this weekend. Who do I think's going to win? I don't want to upset anybody, so I'm not going to say anything. Not going to tell you. Nope. Not going to tell you. Nope. Definitely not. Don't want to fall out with people. Anyway, this Saturday is going to be it. Now, on to club news. Titleist have released their new iron range. We have the T350. You see that? It's lovely, lovely. We've got the new T200, T150, and the T100. What Titleist have done, was a flying here, what Titleist have done over the years is actually make golf clubs that everybody can play with. Before, they were kind of guilty of just having clubs made for people that just struck it clean out the middle all the time. Now they have produced some wonderful irons and drivers, fairway woods that everybody can play. The quality is wonderful. I like how they bring out irons every 2 years opposed to 1 year. I think that gives customers more value for money, I suppose. So here's a little bit about them. Yep, these are just phenomenal to look at. But again, there is an element of forgiveness. It's 34 degrees of loft, so if you're looking for something that's going to go miles with a slow swing speed, you're not going to get it. But what you are going to get is a really nice looking golf club with extreme feel. It's going to feel buttery, it's going to feel beautiful. If you have never felt, you've never hit a forged iron, you've always used cast, have a hit of one. Because it just feels so different. But if your ball strike is not up to it, people will look in your bag at the start of the round to look at your clubs, but they'll look at your scorecard at the end of the round. So bear that in mind. But again, you need to try it, we need to measure it, and we need to see what it does for you. So the T150, obviously replacing the T100S, the previous range. It is, yeah, I keep on saying it, but it's a lovely looking club. Slightly stronger in loft, a wee bit more forgiving off-centered strikes. It's for the player that likes to have a beautiful, sexy golf club just with a little bit of forgiveness. And again, I say, will it suit you? We don't know until you try it. This year's T200 is a lot sleeker looking than the one previous. It's got less kind of plastic on the back. I like the way that Titleist have put the Titleist at the top. Again, it's just a lovely looking club. It's got a forged face, hollow body construction, and it looks the business. Again, I think the loft of this one is 30.5, I think. But again, in a fitting, we look at the loft, how you deliver it, but it is a beautiful, beautiful club. It really is. And again, the improvement that's been made on the backing is, yeah, it's a lot nicer looking club than the previous model. So the Titleist T350, obviously the game improvement iron, but I think I agree it's a pretty nice looking iron. Obviously stronger loft, they with the cast construction, still got a forged face, but they are really lowering that centre of gravity to allow that ball to pop up easier for players. But again, when they do that, they do sometimes have to strengthen the loft. But again, when you get fitted, you look at the spin rate, launch, landing angle, and we'll see if it's actually suitable for you. Some game improvement irons they just fly the ball way too flat. But again, a good looking iron, will it perform? We'll find out next week. Now, on a totally different subject, I went out for a meal on Sunday for my anniversary. I did. Pollock Shaw's Road Halloumi, Greek restaurant, obviously. I say obviously, but somebody else could call it something else. Anyway, digressing. And I had two courses. Oops. Two courses, starter and a main, and four basic drinks of your choice. Prosecco, not really a Prosecco man. Like whiskey cocktails, pink gin cocktails, probably more like me. So four drinks, a starter and a main, and the food was excellent. I had calamari to start and a pork gyros or something like that. Four drinks, starter, main, 24.50, I think it was. What? Quality was amazing. Staff were amazing. The bartender who made the drinks and the cocktails was outstanding. But I mean, you cannot get any better value than that. So, if you want to impress a loved one or even somebody else's loved one, hopes, then head down to Halloumi, Pollock Shaw's Road. It's called the Boozy Brunch, and tell them the Golf Pro sent you, because I don't think they believed I was a Golf Pro, and we did do any sort of form of advertising for them. But the food was amazing, and for that price, it was ridiculous. So that's my food and drink review of the week. I've been Graham Bell. I'll be telling you who's won the championship next week. Until then, bye bye. Or salute.